Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be covering the Bloxburg situation that's going on Twitter involving the update. But before we get into today's video, be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a video, because we're on the road to hitting 6,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe and help me out. Now let's get into today's video. So this all basically started when Welcome to Bloxburg added a new update into their game. This is the 12.6 version. They added a bunch of new furniture as well as like a huge staircase, a bunch of doors, etc. to the game. They also added, I think, maybe 5 or 6 new plots that you could buy when you enter the game as well. And you guys may be wondering, that is not so bad, Kiara, what are you even talking about? This is not even the beginning of the things that they have added to this game that has made a lot of players really upset, and we're gonna get into it right now. The decrease in pay. So this person on Twitter, their name is Jam, they added a tweet about how they were working at the pizza place, and they noticed a significant decrease in the amount of money that they were making when they were working at Pizza Planet. So I can't read the stuff that's in Spanish, but I'm gonna read what Jam says. So Jam says here, I have evidence of how poorly organized this update is. I have been working and analyzing everything for these hours, and the difference in income is ridiculous. They lowered our salaries as if they have lowered the prices in general throughout the game. Return fair payments now. The difference in money is literally ridiculous. Makes no sense. Level 50 an excellent employee game pass to 22 out of 1,500 for pizza, depending on the mood and efficiency. Just know, they took away all my desire to work. #Bloxburg. I 100% agree. When I was trying to test this update out for myself, I noticed that it was really hard to control the mopeds, and when I was looking at the bottom of my screen, I noticed that I was making a lot less money than I usually do. When I was level, I think 17, which I am in the game now, I was delivering pizzas and I used to make 1,000 per delivery, and when my mood was down, I would make 800 per delivery. So the significance in money is really far. And to get a better view of this, Cassidy posted their experiment on the amount of money that they were making with this update. So Cassidy posted that they made 100,000 before the update in 25 minutes, and after the update they only made 61,000 in 25 minutes, which is 38% less than they usually would make. And they're only level 26 and level 28 here, so you would wonder how they could make so much. The reason why they probably did make so much was because they had level 100 in work experience. The taxes. Wages aren't going to be the only thing you guys have to now worry about. Bloxburg has now added multiple new taxes and bills to the game. So basically there is one called the towing fee, which if you leave your car out and it's not in a parking spot, your car will now get towed and you'll have to pay a fine of at least 1,000 Bloxburg cash. The other thing is that if you have all of your moods below 15%, you will now faint and you'll have to pay a total of 1,715 Bloxburg cash. I personally am not a fan of this update, reason being that realistically there is no hospital in Bloxburg, which would make more sense if they added this after a hospital was added. There is also no towing pound in the game, and if you guys don't know what a towing pound is, they basically bring towed cars to a, I think, little facility or place where they just leave all the cars that are towed and you have to go and pay to get your car back. So basically the reason why this doesn't make any sense is because if your moods are all low, you're now going to faint in the game. There is no hospital in Bloxburg. There is no EMT in Bloxburg. There is no nurses in Bloxburg as well as doctors. Why do we have a fainting icon popping up on our screen every 10 minutes when our mood is low? Here's a screenshot of all the bills that you may have to pay in Bloxburg. This person has their bills set extremely high. Their bills for their house is $7,000. The hospital bills that they had is $4,000. Their towing bills are $1,000, and the total of all of that comes up to $13,000, which is a lot. That is the amount that I would usually make in like maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So imagine fainting like 4 times in the game, having your house bills be $7,000 in Bloxburg cash, and then forgetting to put your car in a parking spot, and now you have to pay an extra towing fee. It is a lot. Honestly, I don't think that this should be added into the game, especially since a kid, and I'm saying kid because now Bloxburg is becoming free. The majority of people who I'm guessing wanted to play Bloxburg were kids before because of the roleplay and being able to build your own house. So I feel like this is going to become a huge problem because now you're going to have a lot of people who, a lot of kids especially, who don't make that amount in that, short amount of time. So imagine having to deal with fainting many times and having to pay each time you faint in the game. And I thought, what if we just don't pay the bills? That's not how it works. If you don't pay the bills, it's going to constantly stack up and you're going to have to keep on owing more and more money. As you can imagine, this update has caused a lot of people to be very angry on Twitter, and rightfully so, considering the fact that, Bloxburg is supposed to be a game that we play to escape reality, not to be reminded that we have to do all of this stuff in real life. I get that they want to teach players that this is what you're gonna have to go through in real life, but at the same time, it's not real. It's a game. A video game specifically. I don't see why a video game should be so similar to real life. And I think that, if Bloxburg wants to keep their player base, happy, if they want to keep their players engaged, if they want to make things realistic, they should take out things such as builds and towing fees and all of that stuff, especially since, like I said before, their map isn't reworked yet. I think this update was going a little too far in terms of being realistic, and I think they should think less realistically next time when they decide to make updates like this, remembering the fact that there are children who play this game, there are kids who play this game, and they're not going to understand why they have to pay 4,000 Bloxburg cash to be able to continue to play the game as well and not have to owe all of that money. I think you guys should listen to the community about how the community feels as well. If you give the community a chance to say why they may not like the update, you guys can find a reasonable solution on how you may change or fix the update to make everyone relatively happy. I know we can't make everybody happy in general, but I feel like this would be a good idea considering the fact that majority of the community is not happy about this, and the fact that Bloxburg is trending for almost 3 days right now shows that. So I really think you guys should consider listening to them and how they feel about this, just so you guys can come to a good solution. This screenshot may not come out clear, so I'm just gonna read it from my phone. So it says, "Hey Bloxburgers, we just released a hotfix for update 12.6. Efficiency will no longer show while you're working the cashier job on mobile. If you have the Marvelous Mood Game Pass, you get 10 minutes to replenish your moves before fainting. Also, regardless if you have the Marvelous Mood Game Pass or not, your mood does not get affected when in build mode. Premium Game Pass holders fainting and towing fees are reduced to half. Extras. There is a lot of misinformation going on around the latest update, and we want to clear some things up. Pizza delivery may have been the most affected job with the equal job payments, but your pay is no longer calculated per delivery. It is based on your efficiency. So the better and faster you are at your job, the higher your overall work experience levels are. The overall experience that was implemented last fall, the more you will get paid. Other jobs have gotten a massive boost to make all jobs pay equally. Overall, marvelous moods still make the moods generally decline slower, and excellent employees still gives you the same money boost it did before. As for a fainting fee, you could boost your moods using backpack items. Self-care items increase your hygiene and fun. Trading items boost your energy, etc. So that's what Bloxburg had to say about this whole situation. I really do think that it was good that they came out and addressed the situation. However, my point still stands with some of these things added into the game. It just doesn't make sense to add some towing fee as well as a hospital, especially if the map hasn't even been fully reworked yet. I feel like all of this should have came after the map was reworked, just so that, you know, it would be easier for players to enjoy the game, as well as, like, you know, look at the things that aren't so, you know, sad about the update, especially if, you know, the game is extremely outdated when it comes to the map. But that is what I have to say for today's video. I really do hope Bloxburg tries to take the time to talk to the player base, as well as see where the players are coming from. Nobody has ill intent here. But before I end today's video, guys, I wanted to say, and I should have stated it in the beginning, not to send hate to the development team. I saw a lot, well, not a lot, I saw 2 developers stating that they are trying their best with the updates. I 100% agree. This video is not meant to send hate. These are just my personal opinions along with facts and things that I have observed that has been going on the past 3 days, as well as, you know, points from the community and how everyone basically feels. I have seen developers comment on how they're getting hate and threats. I don't think that's okay. It is okay to be upset, and it is okay to give criticism about a game, but sending threats and saying like a bunch of horrible things is not okay to the development team. Is not okay. Is not a okay thing to do to the development team. And I really think that you guys should consider thinking about the things that you were saying to other people. Those are human beings. Please treat them like human beings. They do not deserve the hate that they are getting. It is a game at the end of the day, and it should be treated as such. But that is all I have to say for today's video. Please, you know, don't take this video to be me hating on Bloxburg. That's not my intention, but I just wanted to talk about it. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave comments in the comment section below, obviously, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye everyone!